19 bulletproof signs he wants you bad and is irresistibly attracted to you. When you see these signs he wants you bad, you will finally be able to know whether he's really into you. Right now, you aren't sure if he's just being friendly and nice to you or he wants you, but I can help you figure it out. You should be careful though, because you could see the signs he wants you bad just because you're into him. That's why you need to be as objective as you can be. If you then spot the signs, you can wait for him to say it or be the one who will make the first move. My advice for you is to go for it if you like him and he's showing these signs he's attracted to you. Maybe the two of you will have a great relationship, or it will end in heartbreak. The point is that you'll never know unless you take the risk. However, keep in mind that you could also get rejected. We can want someone badly but still have reasons not to be with that person, so anything could happen. How will you know? Well, you can't. All you can really do is follow your heart and take the risk. Before we go to the video for more similar content, like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Also, don't forget to hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on any further videos. If he's showing signs he wants you bad, you probably already know about it. You can sense his vibe and the chemistry between you is undeniable. When someone is into us, we can feel it. It's not just in the things they say or do, but in the air between us. No matter how hard he tries to hide it, if he wants you badly, you will be able to tell. Don't be afraid and listen to what your heart is telling you. Is getting rejected or heartbroken the worst that could happen? No. The worst that could happen is that you never find out what could happen. It's important to take chances in life, especially when it comes to love. So listen to what your gut is telling you and go for it if it feels right. I'm not saying that you have to ask him out, but why not flirt a little? If you want him to, give him a sign and maybe he'll ask you at first. Before all that, keep watching the video so you can know what are the signs he wants you bad. After that, you'll know for sure whether there's something there. Number 1, he thinks that you are hilarious. This guy laughs at almost every single thing you say. Sure, maybe you're funny, but no one is that funny. He thinks that every word that comes out of your mouth is amusing and he finds you hilarious. Whenever you make a joke, he laughs like it's the best joke he has ever heard in his life. Even when you're not joking, he'll think that what you're saying is funny. This is one of the signs he wants you bad, and you can be sure that he's into you. When he's not laughing, he has a smile on his face, and you're the reason behind that silly grin. Number 2, he is generous with you. Does he always insist on paying for everything? If you ask him, you never need to take your wallet with you when you're about to go out with him. Whether you go see a movie, out to dinner, or for coffee or drinks, he pays for everything. Of course, there are some old-fashioned men who think that a woman shouldn't have to pay for anything. Is that the case with him, or is he showing you a token of appreciation because he likes you? Just consider what he's like with other women. Also, keep in mind that some men will try to impress you by paying for everything when you are in a crowd as well. Number 3, he wants to get to know you better. He's very interested in finding out about your likes and dislikes, and all your interests seem to interest him. So he listens carefully when you talk about yourself and shows genuine interest in getting to know you better. He would like to know how to make you happy, and that's because he's into you. When the two of you talk, he'll keep asking questions because he wants to learn more about you and keep the conversation going. Why would he be so interested in finding out everything about you if he wasn't into you? He wants to get to know you better because he's considering making you his girlfriend. Tell him anything you want, but try to stay a little mysterious as well. Number 4, he actively listens to you and engages in your conversations. A lot of men will just smile and nod their head when a woman's talking, without really listening to her. However, he's different and he really pays attention to what you say while you talk to him. He doesn't just listen carefully when you talk about yourself, but whenever you talk about anything. Is he engaged in your conversations and even remembers the little details you tell him? That's one of the signs he wants you bad. When you're in a group, you'll notice that he is most interested in what you have to say. Of course, he may pretend to ignore you, but when you open your mouth to speak, he's all ears. Number 5, he texts you. When a man texts you, he wants to get your attention. Of course, everything depends on the context of his messages. The truth is, it's not always that easy to figure out his intentions when he texts you. Is he just lonely and wants something casual, or is he really interested in you and wants you bad? You can find that out by using a little trick to test him. Don't forget that the best way to get a man's attention is by ignoring him. When he sends you a message, don't respond for hours and see how he reacts. If nothing happens, he probably doesn't have the right intentions or isn't really into you. However, if he texts again and seems worried because you haven't responded, he's crazy about you. Number 6, he's protective. He cares about your safety and worries about you when you have to walk home alone or late. Maybe he even offers to drive you home just so he can be sure that you'll get there safely. Is that the only reason? Of course not. He likes you and wants you to see that. The point is, men get protective when they're interested in you, so if he is, he likes you. He wants you to feel safe with him and to know that he'll always try to keep you safe too. A guy who acts that way is crazy in love. Number 7, he lets you see his emotional side. Most men show their emotional side only to their family and friends, as they are the only ones he feels safe and comfortable enough to share his true feelings with. Does he feel that way around you too? If he lets you know how he truly feels, you are very important to him. Men have feelings just like we do, and despite what you might think, some men even like talking about their feelings. Aren't they human just like we are? They often pretend that they don't have feelings though, so when a man talks about them to you, he's into you. He shows you his vulnerable side because he trusts you. You mean a lot to him if he lets you see the side of him that only his family and friends get to know about. Number 8, he acts like a true gentleman. Maybe his manners are the thing you like about him best. This is the kind of guy who opens doors for you and does all the other things a true gentleman would do. That doesn't just show that he likes you, but that he respects you as well. A man who doesn't have good intentions wouldn't go to all that trouble of acting like a gentleman. His manners show that he is really interested in you and would like to be more than friends. If your man acts this way, he's surely a keeper. Don't forget that respect is just as important as love in a relationship, and he definitely respects you if he acts like a gentleman. He wants you to feel like a lady when you are with him because he believes that you are. This is the type of guy who will surely treat you right in a relationship. There aren't many gentlemen out there anymore, so hold on to him if he's one. Number 9, he is all over your social media profiles. If he wants you bad, he probably stalks your social media profiles. He seems to be really interested in what's going on with you, so he's active on them all. If he likes and comments on all your posts, it's clear that he's crazy about you. How come he hasn't said anything about it yet? Well, perhaps he's confused about his feelings or afraid of rejection. He probably wants to make sure that you are into him before he finally asks you out. Why don't you give him a hint? It might finally get him to confess how he feels about you. Number 10, he wants to spend a lot of time with you. A guy who wants to meet up with you on a regular, even daily basis surely wants you bad. Whenever he has free time, he wants to spend it with you. This is because you're a priority to him and he enjoys your company. Even when you are together, he wants to know when he'll get to see you again. It's clear that he loves spending time with you and that there's no one else he would rather spend it with. This shows that he wants you bad, but it's still not certain. Maybe he has some other reason why he wants to spend time with you. So how can you know for sure? You can make him work harder to get to be with you. Do that by not saying yes as soon as he asks to see you. If you play hard to get, a man who's not really interested in you will soon give up, and one who likes you will fight for you. However, you have to be careful because if he starts thinking that you're not into him, he may give up even if he likes you. Number 11, he gives you gifts. Of course, when a man surprises you with flowers, it's pretty obvious that he is interested in you. However, it doesn't have to be something as romantic as a bouquet of red roses. Maybe he remembered a book you said you liked and bought it for you. If he remembers the details you tell him and uses them to surprise you, it's clear that he's into you. It doesn't even have to be a proper gift. He could simply surprise you by showing up at your workplace with a warm cup of your favorite coffee. Or maybe he'll bring you warm soup when he knows you're home with the flu. Either way, he likes to surprise you and make you feel special, and this is because he's crazy about you and just wants to make you happy. Number 12, he introduces you to his friends and family. A man will never let you meet his family and friends unless he is sure that he wants to have something serious with you. So if he has already introduced you to his parents, there's no doubt that he wants you bad. You need to be aware that his family and friends will ask him questions about a girl he introduces to them. They will ask him about you, whether he's into you, if the two of you are a couple or are going to be. Why would he put up with all that if you weren't important to him? Keep in mind that if he is crazy about you, his family and friends will know about it. This means they might give you a hint or try joking about the two of you hooking up. They could even ask you whether you like him or not. Number 13, he calls you when he's drunk. When a man drunk dials you, it could just mean that he wants to take advantage of you and that he doesn't have any serious intentions. On the other hand, he could be drunk enough to face his true feelings for you without caring about what anyone will think. Maybe he got brave enough to tell you how he really feels about you just because he had a few drinks. How can you know if that's the case when he calls you drunk at an ungodly hour? Well, it's hard to know for sure, but there is something that proves he's into you and it happens the day after. If he sends you a message in the morning to tell you that he's sorry, he probably cares a lot about you. On the other hand, if he doesn't say anything about it the next day, he probably just wanted to hook up for the night. Number 14, he is punctual. When a man is never late, it means that he respects you and your time. It also means that it's very likely that he cares about you. He cares about what you think and wants you to see him in the best possible light. When you're not really important to someone, they will forget about your plans to meet and arrive late or at the last minute. This makes you feel like the person isn't really interested in meeting up with you. This guy is different, and it's clear that you're important to him and that he wants to see you. He always arrives a little earlier on time, and that's because he's been looking forward to spending time with you. A man who truly likes you won't ever keep you waiting, so he'll always be punctual. Number 15, he doesn't lie to you. This guy seems to always be honest with you, and it shows that he wants you bad. He doesn't lie to you, and he would never play games with you or manipulate you. The potential relationship that he could have with you means a lot to him, and he wouldn't jeopardize it by being dishonest. He will try to always tell you the truth, and he won't ever try to manipulate you just so he could get what he wants. Another important thing is that he won't be ashamed of anything from his past. All of us have made some mistakes in the past, and he won't try to hide that from you. If he's not like this and you get the feeling that he's hiding something from you, you need to be careful. Don't fall for a man who doesn't have a problem with lying to you. Number 16, he stares at you. A man who wants you bad won't be able to stop looking at you. You'll catch him staring or glancing at you. When you do, he'll maintain eye contact for a while, and it's one of the clear signs he wants you bad. If he quickly looks away when your eyes meet, it could mean that he's not interested, but he could also be shy. There are other signs of romantic body language when a man falls in love, so if you see them, it's certain. Number 17, he shows signs of jealousy. Even though he hasn't confessed his feelings for you, he will still be afraid of losing you. He isn't sure that you're into him too, so he'll be scared that you like some other man when he sees you talking to him. When other guys are around you, it will bother him and he'll feel neglected. He doesn't want anyone to steal you away from him even though he hasn't made you his yet. A little jealousy can be cute and even healthy, but be careful if you notice possessive jealousy. No one has the right to control your life or tell you what you can and cannot do. Going out with your guy friends doesn't give your man the right to get mad at you or doubt your fidelity. Number 18, he was always there for you when you need him. A man could want you bad but have no serious intentions. So how can you know whether he's ready to commit to you or just wants something casual? Well, if he's serious about you, he will always be there for you when you need him. He won't bail on you when things get tough and will instead try to help you find solutions to your problems. Number 19, he gets nervous. Is he nervous when he's around you? When someone is nervous, it usually means that they're hiding something. He is hiding that he wants you bad and is anxious because he isn't sure how to let you know about it. He'll probably try hard to impress you because he wants you to think of him as the best guy for you. This means that he'll try so hard that it may turn out wrong or funny. He'll mess things up because he cares so much about leaving a good impression on you. You may have also noticed that he acts differently around his friends than around you, which shows you that he wants you badly. So give him a hint that you want him to, and hopefully he'll finally admit how he feels about you. Good luck.